We're going to go ahead and give it a pull. I'm Jack Bucknell with Sioux Falls Dent Repair. Today I'm going to be showing you a repair I'm actually in the process of working on. This is on a 2018 Chevy Impala. So, like I said, this is the roof of a Chevy Impala, and it's actually got some damage on the right in front of the driver's area here. I'm going to go ahead and take out all this damage here using the paintless dent repair method, and I'm not even going to have to lower or drop the headliner assembly here. I'm going to use all glue pulling in order to fix this damage. So let's go ahead and take a look at it here. So we've got a crease running here, a single crease, and then another secondary crease running along here. So this is generally how your average eye is going to see it. We don't even have a light or anything like that on it yet here, a PDR related light. So I'm just kind of panning here and showing you some of the damage here. Customer was unloading some stuff out of their garage, fell on the roof of their vehicle, and this was the damage that it caused. All right, well now I went ahead and set up my paintless dent repair lights on here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the damage looks like now. So now that you've seen the damage in the roof here, let's go ahead and show you some of the tools that I use for paintless dent repair, not only with this repair, but other repairs as well. So these are the two carts I use to do all of my paintless dent repair on, or with. This is what holds all of my tools. So here we've got my glue pull cart here. This is a glue gun powered by a DeWalt battery. I've got a couple different combinations of a little bit of hammers, knockdown that I use to actually physically push damage down sometimes. This is just some spray alcohol, isopropyl 91% is what we actually spray on the tabs in order to actually lower or actually release the glue. So, and then these are just combinations of mini lifters. I actually put these on the damage area, and then you can see how it pulls up. That's how I'm actually able to get the dents out. And these are just different combinations of the same tool. This one's got a little bit different feet on it, as you can see. It's got a plate around it. And then this one is the ergonomic version that I can actually set, for instance, on a roof or hood like here. And I can physically go in here and pull and not have to hold my hand like this, like with the traditional lifter, where that puts a lot of added strain on your wrist. Here's kind of a general breakdown of all my different types of tools I use here. I've got multiple different styles of knockdowns that I can use to push metal back in. Interchangeable tips to where if I need to make a rod longer or shorter, I can remove or add these types of extensions, as well as many, many styles of different tips. Something like this here. I'll actually use this rod here. This is a RD36, so it's 36-inch double bend, so it's got a bend here and a bend here, and a blade style tip. So hopefully I can get that in focus the best there. We actually push damage out with this without doing any type of paint damage or harm. All right, so now I've got you propped up here on the roof here so you can kind of see what I'm working on here. So I'm going to start with glue tabs and physically glue a tab on there with hot metal glue that I've got in this glue gun here, and then that'll allow me to actually bond to the paint and pull the damaged area back out. All right, so one of the first glue tabs I'm going to use here is actually what they call a crease tab. So if I can get that in focus, hopefully, you can see it's got a bunch of glue residue on it, which is fine because it'll still adhere fine. We're going to actually put some glue down the center aisle there, or center row there, as you can see, and then that's going to actually be bonded to the panel, and then we're going to go ahead and give it a glue pull. Just dispense some glue out here like this, and glue her down. Now on this type of crease dent, I'm actually going to go ahead and start on one side and pull and basically work my way across. So I'm going to go ahead and take this mini lifter like I showed you here. So we've got the glue tab glued down here. Now I'm going to go ahead and give it a pull. So the dent did not pop out, the glue just popped off of the panel. So now that I've got the tab off of the panel here, this is kind of what it looks like after we get done glue pulling. So we've got a high spot there now, that's represented by the high point right here. So I just reversed part of the crease here. Oops. So I just reversed part of the crease here. Now I'm going to need to go ahead and tap it down a little bit just to smoothen it out. And we'll continue this process and work our way across. So in order to knock this area down, I'm going to actually go ahead and use this paddle. It has a built-in knockdown on it here. So just physically, it's just magnetic on there. Pull it off, it'll stick on there. Just use this and tap it down. That's what I'm going to actually do here. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch to a hammer and a little bit different knockdown. Don't worry, none of these hammer heads or anything I'm hitting the panel with are going to do any damage to the paint. They're all heavily polished, mirror-like finishes. You can, maybe I can get it to focus there. I'll throw a preview in here in just a second. And then this knockdown here is actually polished as well. So now in order to get that glue off the tab, take my isopropyl alcohol, just spray a little bit on there, and just pull it off slowly. You can imagine this is a very repetitive process of having to do this every single time. So we do this all over again and again and again. So now I'm actually going to try it with the Lift-Right lifter, like I was explaining earlier about how the ergonomic handle of it is. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here, I need a camera guy. Anyways, so this nut here, what I'm tightening up, is actually going to go ahead and retract this foot up into it. So it actually makes it go upwards. So I've got more tension to pull upwards, if that makes sense. Anyways. So I already know that it's already pulled enough, so I don't have to actually wait for it to snap off every single time, because over pulling can create a lot more work than just traditionally. See, so after I sprayed that release agent on there, the tab will just basically pop right off after I give it a pull. So I got to do a shock kind of a pull with that slide hammer you just saw me do there. And that allows me to get this off much, much easier. Rinse, recycle, repeat. See, so there I pulled a little bit too soon, but that was okay because it's not going to over pull it like it did before. So how the glue just kind of pulled off of the tab and the tab stayed on the vehicle, that means I pulled too soon, which is actually what I wanted to do. That way I'm not sitting there trying to fight the tab to bring it off. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you a time lapse of basically me doing the rest of this repair. I'm not going to sit there and bore you and have you watch the entire repair. This could take a very long time. All right, guys, went on and finished up the roof here on this Chevy Impala. All right, so just kind of taking a look at it with the PDR lights on it here. As you can see, the crease is all gone here. Can't see it was ever there or anything like that. You can probably see a little bit of a line right where the scratch was put here. It's gonna be awfully tough, I think, to get it. There you go. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take a buffer to this area here now. And I'm gonna go ahead and polish it up and get these two little scratch lines out of here, and then get this back to the customer and whatnot. Again, this was all done with all these tools here. So literally, basically about these. So basically those were about the 4 glue tabs. All right, well, I appreciate you taking a few moments here to watch the video here. If you have any questions or anything about this type of repair or tools used or anything like that, feel free to go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. Also, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel here so you can go ahead and see more content coming in the future. And as always, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.